Would it be this button? Do we have audio? Are we live and do we have audio? Happy New Year, Andrew. Happy New Year to you. How are you? Hope you're good. Obviously, I've got to get used to the long delay of YouTube. Yes and yes. Excellent. Hi, Rob. Happy New Year to you. How are you doing? Did everybody have a wonderful Christmas and New Year, or should I not ask? Is anybody else sick of winter yet? Anybody else sick of winter? Because I am. I'm sick of being cold. I'm sick of having to walk on ice. I'm sick of snow. No, it's not, Andrew. It's not when you live on the iciest road in Northumberland. Well, it's probably not, but it feels like it is. I fell over this morning. I'm not happy about winter. It's my elbow. No, my elbow isn't better. Ow. Yeah, probably, Andrew. Yeah, no, we've had snow twice. We had snow, it melted, which was lovely, because it rained for like 2 days. And a day. Yeah, we woke up to snow. Was this Saturday? I can't remember when it was. We woke up to snow. It rained. So it washed it all away by night time. And then the next day it was like, well, it's just going to continue raining. Except it didn't. It became snow. And it snowed. And then yesterday, before it could all melt, it froze. And it's just pure ice. And I went down on my arse this morning, I should say. Just get grey murk. I know. And anybody in the Midlands, Jesus, they're getting flooded out. It's awful. Happy New Year, Peter. Excuse me. Happy New Year, Peter. Peter, have you officially retired yet? Or are you now retired? Hi, Simon. How are you doing? Happy New Year, Simon. Yours is grey and wet. Snow 20 miles east. No, we didn't have much. I mean, like was it Saturday? Was it Saturday when it snowed? Must have been. We only had like an inch, but it was enough. It was enough to go. Ooh, snow! Right, sort of. Hi, Jen. How are you doing? Happy New Year, Jen. Happy New Year, Paul. How are you doing? Was it Sunday? Was it? God, was that only 2 days? Yeah, it was Sunday, wasn't it? Yeah, it snowed Sunday more, like overnight, Saturday into Sunday. A blanket of white, and then it rained, washed it all away. Thought, great, because it was only due to snow, only due to rain on Monday. Except it turned to snow for some people, mainly us, and then it froze last night. Solid. You were sick of the winter in October, yeah. I can sympathise, Peter. I can sympathise. Peter, I'm glad to see that you posted your video in the Discord. Otherwise, yes, I would have been shouting at you. Definitely, Simon, definitely. I can't wait. I can't wait for spring. I'm so sick of it. At least we're past Christmas now, which is good. This 2 weeks of Christmas has felt so long, even though I was ready for it. 2 weeks of Christmas just felt like it went on forever. Went on so long. But anyways, is anybody having any adventures over Christmas? Yeah. Where, I was going to say, Andrew, I've only seen the thumbnails, but where was Thomas Heaton in his frosty-looking video? Was he over in the lakes or something? Loads of hoarfrost. I haven't gone in to watch the video yet. Probably because I probably won't watch it because I'll be envious. He was in Scotland, right? Yeah, because I was going to say Grant sent a message around Grant Bullock sent a message around our WhatsApp, and he says I think he was heading somewhere into Scotland. You're now going 100 mile an hour into the future. Nice, Peter, nice. Oh, congratulations on your retirement. Somewhere in Scotland. Yeah, Grant said he was heading into Scotland, so it must have been forecast that it was going to be good. I mean, he is in Scotland anyway, he's in Edinburgh, but yeah. Interesting. Yeah, just look cool. To be honest, the pictures just look cold. I'm sure it would be great for photography, but you can imagine the battery life. Jesus, it would go down so quick. So quick. So what else is what is it? Right, I haven't seen the images. I just saw the thumbnail, but I can well imagine it'll be photography on easy mode. I bet it was. But now, anybody got any adventures from Christmas? Did you all have a good time? Oh, by the way, I'm not on Twitch tonight. Right, I will give it a watch later on then, Andrew. I thought we'd skip Twitch tonight. Too much faff to set it up in a rush. Because I didn't set this up till after 6. So nice. That's a very noble thing to do, Andrew. Did as little as possible. Sounds like me, Simon, as well. Sounds like me. I did very little. But yeah, exactly, Andrew. Exactly. That's a very noble thing to be doing. And I'm sure it was very much appreciated. But I had a quiet Christmas. Didn't do a lot. Streamed a bit on TikTok, obviously, but apart from that, not a lot. I bought a new phone, so it was my Christmas present to myself, because my other one was getting a bit broken. So I now have a phone that takes decent pictures. So that might go down well. Go down a bit. Trossachs National Park, right. New phone, Jen, new phone. My other one was pretty broken and a bit cracked, and I couldn't, it was getting very, very slow. So it was needed. So it's the most expensive phone I've ever bought now. I bought the Google Pixel 8 Pro. So it's obviously not the new version, which just came out a couple of months ago. It's last year's, or 2003's version. It's really quite good. So, looking forward to using that a bit more. Ooh. Yeah, so it's pretty nice. It's fast, smooth. My one annoyance is it doesn't have the physical gestures that the Motorola's do. Because like the Motorola's, you could shake the phone and the light would come on. This doesn't have it. So if you want to put the torch on, you've got to drag and turn it on manually. Oh, you got the 7A. Nice. I didn't know that, Jen. I would have asked you whether Google Pixels were any good or not. Well, yeah, I got it was discounted in the after like Boxing Day sales on Amazon. It was $4.99, which was the cheapest it had ever been. Yeah. So it was in a sale. And I'm sure they'll come down in price even more now. I've spent money on them. But it's been very nice. And an update. Andrew, I'm sure you'll be proud of me at this. I've been on about it for ages. But I got rid of the rest of the, well, not the rest. I am down to just the photography package of Adobe now. Yeah, I wasn't going to buy full price or anything, Jen. I even looked back to see whether it had been cheaper at any other time, and it hadn't. So I got it at its lowest point. Yeah, and I left it almost to the last minute. I did it on the 30th of January. 30th of December, I should say. So yes. So I even got that month's money back, or a proportion of it. So that was good. So I got a refund. Oh, by the way, Jen, do you still subscribe to Opus Clip or whatever it's called? Because I know I think we both get it around about the same time. Because I got an email the other day saying, yeah, exactly. Do it as soon as you can, Jen, because they will just automatically renew it. Yes, I am, Andrew. So I've got a year at the $9.99 price per month. Yeah, Jen, make sure you cancel it because it just auto renewed. They only cost 120 a month. There you go. I don't like paying for phones per month. So I did. So I got an email for that, and I was like, I wrote a snotty email back, and I'm like, you bastards. Well, not quite that way, but I said, where was the the email warning, like the several email warnings telling you it was close to renewal time? Because I thought it was later in January. And I got an email back yesterday saying, we'll cancel and refund you. So that is cancelled and refunded, because I haven't used it since like July. I didn't use it a lot. So just be wary about it. I think I'm going to go through all my monthly subscriptions. December 21st. God, that was a while ago, Jen. You must have got it before me, because I didn't get mine renewed on the 3rd of January. I thought we'd got it at the same time. Oh well. Well. But I'm gonna have a look through all my monthly subscriptions and see where I can save money. Yeah. Because there's a few things that I'm paying for which I have no use for anymore. I'm certainly not getting the money out of. So I need to do that. So that is my news for the start. Yeah, I bet you did, Jen. But what you could do, Jen, is email them and say, why didn't you tell me, or something of that nature. That's good, Andrew. Just the awkward ones that you can't get away from, like the council tax. That would be a lovely subscription to get rid of. Get rid of the council tax. Fucking things. Anywho, we are back in photo mode, and I have actually left the house already this year. Andrew messages us, Andrew Atkinson, I should say, and said he was going up to Cove. Would I like to come along as well? So off we went. And even though I've been several times before and I think I've shot it to death, yeah, exactly, as well. Yeah, you just can't get shot of it. Well, we haven't got a gas, so at least we've only got the electric to think about. When did there was a dust spot appeared? Why did that suddenly appear on that image and it wasn't there before? Was it? New dust spot. I need to clean my sensor. Save money on Adobe subscription. I will buy a lens cleaning thing instead. Right. And I bet they'll love to have that switched on high. The other thing, we timed it quite badly for getting to this, to Cove, because the tide was out. So, but that's all right. It was a nice day out. Until we got a rogue wave on Spittle Beach. That just came out of nowhere. Poor Tom that was with us. He ended up stumbling and getting caught by the wave. And he basically had to chuck his camera up the beach away from the water because he'd fallen down. That's not bad, Andrew. So oh god, I didn't want to look at them ones. So I didn't take a lot of shots. I only took 208 images on Saturday, Friday, whatever day it was, Friday. And as per usual, they weren't on the best quality, so I don't know how much you'll see of the rest of this shoot, to be honest. These ones looked all right. A lot of the time I was waiting for the sun to come back out, but with the sun being very low, and this being like in a sheltered cove, the cliffs kind of shelter it from the sun. So while we were there, the sun only shone a very small amount, like there. Just mere seconds. So we're not going to get a lot of choice today. Let's go rate it. So the question is, do we do the cottages or do we do the cottages from a distance? Maybe do something with these ones. Use 6 images. That's a lot. Right, let's do this and see how we get on. Keep on quiet. Let's do this. Hiya, Craig. Quite a lot are taken, very few are used. Very few are used. Well, put it this way, Craig. I just mentioned before I took 208 on this particular day. And I feel like I didn't shoot enough by a long way. but the conditions weren't so good. The conditions generally weren't conducive, so I didn't do a lot because I knew it was a waste of time. But like every setup, I would normally shoot about 20 minimum, and then if I like zoomed out a bit more or moved a couple of meters to my left or right to recompose, I would shoot another 20. So, if I was out for an entire day at a reasonable location, I could probably easily shoot 600 or 700. And then out of them, you probably threw away 2/3 of them. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Craig. That's pretty much it. So, like, I would say out of 200 shots, I would say 2/3 are generally not usable. So let's say, let's divide that by 3. Easier. So like 180. 180 divisible by 3. Anyways. Well, I do throw nothing away. I just disregard a lot, Peter. And then I'll probably, out of, hi Serge, Happy New Year to you. Out of, say, 200, I would probably keep, I'm saying, class 60, 70 as usable. Out of those 60 or 70, generally they'll be combined into 5s. And then I'll probably not even use half of them. So if I'm out of that, I might try to edit 2 to 3 images. And then out of those 2 to 3 edits, 1 might get seen again. Right, Craig. It depends what you're doing with them, and I tend not to delete because I know for a fact I've gone back 5 or 6 years later into my archives and seen different things in them to be able to work with. Yeah. I mean, the other thing is, Craig, do you do a lot of edit? Do you do a lot of combination editing, or do you just like, is it just like a single shot which you then edit and then post, or do you combine them like I do? Because I'll combine, like in this case, I'm going to combine 6 to see what we get. That's the thing. That's a different, it's a different way of looking at certain ways of doing things. Right. Okay. Yeah. Then you probably will be able to disregard a lot more than mine, because a lot of mine I'll keep them because they'll be one small section which I know could be used later on. Sure, Craig. If it's a link, it'll probably not take. But if you just put your at whatever in. Serge, what have you been buying? But yeah, Serge, you got like a Sony R4 or something now or something? By the way, Andrew Atkinson's now got his Hasselblad XD2, X2D, whatever it's called. Very, very nice files. As in, you don't have to do anything to them. He took some pictures of me, which should have broken the camera anyway. It is the R4. I thought it was Serge. But like each file, 214 megabytes. I'm like, Jesus. He sent us 4 images. It was 900 meg. Crazy. Crazy detail. And you can like shoot a quarter of a second handheld and it's all stabilized. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Right, what am I doing? Figuring out what I'm doing. Right, let's do that. That's all that done. Sync these. They're all synced. Right, just to show, unless it kills my unless it kills the stream. Horribly, it was a picture of me. Seen the size of the files? 11,656 pixels wide by 8,752 pixels high. A nice search, nice. But look how detailed. Don't look at my face. That's 100% zoom. Exactly. Well, it feels like the hard drive is anyway, Andrew. Thankfully, Andrew doesn't shoot a lot. You know, he'll take, 20 shots a day or something like that. But okay. Look at the detail. And this was, he wasn't that close. See how dirty me coat is. It's ripped the fuck. But yeah. Right. I haven't even opened Photoshop yet. God damn it. It's almost sharp in places. Yeah, right. I'm just going to open this in Photoshop. Edit in. Where's in Photoshop? Because I forgot to open Photoshop. Yeah, my first computer had a tape deck, a cassette drive. I don't know how much information they held, data-wise. Let's go. Have we scored? Oh, let's just kick off. But yeah, I mean that camera is seriously impressive. Seriously impressive. The only thing is, it's about $7,000 or something, isn't it? It also had a dipstick. Crank start, was it, Peter? Is it loaded? Yes, oh, that's right. We have loaded. Right, let's combine these, see where we're at. I need to find my old presets for this. That dirty dust spot. Why has that not picked them up? I thought I got them all. Anywho, needed some lining around. Yeah. Yeah, because I think like my first computer was the Amstrad CPC 464, but a mate had a ZX Spectrum, and I'm sure that was an external tape drive. was an Apple II. I think everybody was in the same boat back then. No, I didn't have a clue. For somebody that now spends their entire life on a computer, I left school, I didn't know how to turn one on. The VIC-20. I was gonna say there was a lad on the one of the neighbouring farms had some like weird obscure. I'm saying weird. That sounds bad. Some obscure make of computer when everybody else had Commodores and Amigas and things like that. Did he have something? Was it something kind of like the Enterprise or something? But it was of that kind of generation. Still had games and stuff on it. I think we're looking at soft light today, guys. Was the Enterprise? Was it like a dark grey? That's all I remember. I think it was like dark grey and it had something close to like ghouls and ghosts on it. I really can't remember. Yeah, them big. To be honest, I was rooting around in a desk looking for an old phone because I thought I had it. I had what? I still had like an old Nokia 3310 or whatever lying around. Well, I didn't. But I found my first MP3 player. This cheapo, nasty thing. But it also had one of these type of cards. Smart media card. Who remembers these? They were like they're like really, really thin. I think how big is this one? 128 megabytes. Just about big enough for an entire single album. I was gonna, yeah, did it? Yeah, I remember something about a joystick with it. Yeah, I was gonna say my first Olympus digital camera had it. Smart media as well. Very fun, very fun. Right, okay. I've got one. I don't know whether a modern computer would read that adapter, reader, or whatever you want to call it. Quite like a little bit. I know you do, Andrew. I know. You have so many old computers. Mm. I just stick with soft light. Yeah, I don't really need that one. 1K memory. Jesus. I remember typing codes in from magazines to make a game. But even that was for the Amstrad stuff. Hi, Jethro. How are you doing? Welcome in. If I crop, no, we don't want a ratio. To clear this, I'm just going to chop out all the stuff I don't need. Like so. It's a bit lighter than what, darker than what I would hope for. Do they only have 1K memory? Jeez. Can you imagine back in the 80s and saying in 45 years that God, that's a long time ago. That was that we'll be complaining that our computers that have 64 gigabytes of RAM are struggling. Yes. I was going to say, well, I had the Amstrad 464, so I'd imagine, was that 60? That'll have been 64. I think a friend of mine had the Spectrum 48K, I think. Hi, Seb. How are you doing? Good to see you. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everybody who's here, by the way. A 20 meg hard disk. Seb, calm down. Calm down. Yeah, there will be, Peter. I mean, mine are always pretty much 2 and a bit gig now. Very annoying, and I don't even do a lot to them either. And the base images are very lax in detail as well. Right, anyways, I need a curves adjustment to find these spots. Can I see any extra spots which I couldn't earlier? Maybe I can't see them now. They probably will be there though. Yeah, there was. Capitalism, Andrew. It's like make them buy everything. How are you doing, Seb? We haven't seen you live for quite a while. Hope you're well. Guessing you've been busy. I haven't said that. I haven't exactly been live a lot. Right, hue and saturation, that's... Oh God, yeah, Peter. All right, that's not good, Seb. Hopefully it's not been anything to do with us. Yeah, well, there's that. Hi, Aileen. -12. Yeah, Aileen, I was saying early on, I'm sick of winter now. Roll on spring. But I fell over in the ice this morning, Aileen, because it was what we got yesterday had turned to slush, but it had got dark and cold before it had a chance to disappear. So walking on it this morning was a death sentence. You built it down. Yes, it's all your fault, Seb. It's all your fault. I think the snow in the UK isn't really chainsawable. It's a different type of snow. By the way, Peter, are you underneath snow at the moment? Did you get this stuff that came through yesterday or today or the other day? Did you get like a fresh 7 foot. Nothing from the big snow. All right. All right. So it mustn't have gotten high up enough to you guys. Right. That's a decent enough start. Let's see if it'll do anything. Open analog effects. Pray something looks good. Not convinced it will. I really need so much more practice photography. Yeah, I think we're getting an alien. So, alien, how much have you got up there? Did you say? Yes, smothered. Ooh, too bright. Too bright, too bright. Too dull. So that's pretty nice. Oh, is that the? Yeah, right. It's blown in. Yeah, that's not good. Quite like that, actually. Nice and simple. To improve the skein. Right, so if we don't need it that bright about there. Probably where it was before. I did. Well, I've managed it so far, Aileen. I had a cough for like 3 weeks leading into Christmas, which I think I get around about the end of November, and I coughed until like the 20th or something like that. It felt like I had it for quite a while, but that went away just in time. But our Christmas was quiet. Didn't do a lot. At home. Aurora. Was it over a month? I believe it was 3 weeks. But Aileen, no, I didn't. I was been streaming on TikTok most days over Christmas. I think I've had 3 days where I haven't. I did, yeah, I did a lot of streaming at Christmas. I had to. It was my social circle. Seeing people. quite like that. Almost backlit sun. Even though the sun was coming from a different direction. It's only 2 or 3. It was only 2 or 3 weeks. Crap. I should have done that, haven't I? It has to be that one. So did you have a busy one, Aileen, or were you hiding from the world? Let's see. That's what was all about. Do I? Quite like that. We were hiding. Oh, that's all right then. How is Suzanne? Is she well? That's not bad actually. Did we have any better options? Probably not. No, I think this is our best option. All right, oh, that's not good. Not so good. Is she still doing the horse photography then, Aileen, or? Oh, not so much now. Andrew, your humour knows no bounds. That almost looks like winter light. Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot of there's not a lot of money in photography these days. Well, 2024, there wasn't a lot of money in photography. I know that. All right. That'll be why Peter's retiring. Retired. Hi, Anne. Happy New Year. We've missed you, Anne. Where have you been? Is this going to be like the return of the old days, where some old faces return and new faces appear? I hope you're well, Anne. Exactly, Aileen, exactly. You're just sick of clients. You got to be more selective. Right, can I do anything different with this? If I run it through again, will it improve it or break it? Because for next week, I am, well, might depend on weather, and it also might depend on other things as well. Um, I'm hopefully going to be going to Edinburgh next week, so hopefully get a few more pictures to edit in better light. You tried raising prices, but still didn't go away. Well, it's all right for some people. I do that, and they do run away. I think these all might be a bit yellow. Well, that's quite muted in a nice way. I move this one down. Yeah, making money would be nice. It'd be lovely to make money out of photography. Although I do have my first tuition booking of the year and another one to be booked, whereas normally I don't hear from anybody until March. So to have one booked and another one due to be booked soon, it's not a bad start. Or when it's all said and done. Quite like that. I've got 2 photography talks to do before the end of March as well. One the end of February, one the end of March. To be honest, I was worried that I'd double booked myself for the end of February, and then when I looked into it, it's actually it's actually the end of October. So I didn't double book myself by about 10 months. I just had that nagging feeling. I was like, I might have double booked myself. The prime example of Andy, don't let something grind on you for a while, because it makes you go insane. Just check your emails and put those thoughts to rest. I am an idiot at times. Oh, nice, Andrew. Another 1,000 subs on YouTube since Saturday. That's awesome. I'm glad it's going well, Andrew. See, consistency pays off. That's all I say about social media, is just consistency. Which is why I struggle. Well, that's brilliant. Well done, Andrew. I bet you're chuffed at that. All we need now, we need a load of viewers on Peter's stuff now. Yeah, Andrew, just make the most of it. Make the most of it. Just think about me and my TikTok stuff. It's like this is like overwhelming. To a point, Andrew. Yes, to a point. I mean, it's not bringing in the money it was at in November, but it's still bringing something in, which is better than what photography is doing. Obviously, Christmas was quiet, but it was nice to chill out, to be honest. That might be a bit. It's almost more like a summery light than a winter light. Thing is, Peter, your channel shouldn't struggle because of the quality videos on it. Same as Andrew's. Quality stuff. Peter, have you thought about like chopping yours up more? Like what you've already got, but do it in like a short form? So it can be used on shorts and reels and stuff. I think that's even better. I think that's even better. Liking that. Yeah, happy with that. Really? I've never got the hype about him. Never really got the hype of it. Because like, there's loads of people out there that hang on his every word, and I'm like, why? You just Peter, you run around in swimming goggles half the time, chainsawing cabbages and snow, and writing messages on snow, and all kinds of things like that. Yeah, multi-purposing would go down. It should go down well. It should. Oh, I think I quite like these. Okay, let's make this a smaller file. So I'm going to save this. And I'll flatten the other version. There you go. To be honest, there's not many YouTubers that I'm that enamoured with. You know, and the quality of the work. You know, you can fit them all on one hand and a little bit, maybe. I'm not going to name names before you all start. Give me 3 stars, please. Thank you. No, let's not do the inverted stuff. Let's forget about that, Andy. For this week. We have circles. I think we do if we meet up with other photographers, because I don't do a lot of it. Develop. Okay, so create virtual copy. We'll do some crops of this. I think he's good at explaining stuff. Tutoring. All I can say is they all stay well away from me. So. Do you think so, Simon? Because I think this one's a bit more wintry light. I don't know why I went 5x4 there. Let's make another crop, and let's go square crop, because I might put this on Instagram. Put an actual Instagram image out. Yeah, pretty much works as a square. I think this one is a bit more summery light. I think. Ready for next month's wallpapers? I never did a 2025 calendar wallpaper this year. I think it was like the third, and was like, nobody's asked this year, so. Oh, Newcastle's winning. 1-0 up. Oh, Andrew, that's a nice picture. 1-0. Isaac, 37 minutes. Let's keep it like that, guys. Okay, do we darken down the sky a bit? Pick anyone. don't know if that watch works actually. It's very minimal. It might be just enough. I'll probably hate it by tomorrow, so might be a case I need to post something like straight after stream, and then I might be all right. Don't know. Oh yeah, I mean, I admit in the field I am a terrible photographer. Terrible. I know my strength is in the edit. So anybody that's good at in the field and editing, hats off to them. But in the field, I'm just like, I just get what I need to get to have a rough chance at something. And I'll compose like my last action is always like finishing off the composition by chopping away half the bloody image half the time. One of the benefits of having a large sensor. It's like I don't like this area of the hill, which would be fine if it was more of a solid line, but it's that double problem you get with ICM. So then becomes it has to be chopped off by there, and then it's like at what point do you, because you don't want to be too much in the middle like that, you don't want to be too much that way, so you've really got to do it on feel. I'd rather just chop it off, because to me the main bit of the composition here is the light behind the harbour there. So if that's in a prime position, everything else doesn't really matter. And that's my thoughts, and that's the one I'm sticking to. Chop it off worst. The other thing is, I keep forgetting about AI as well. So, like, I could AI that to see if it did anything. Can't remember how you do it with this, though. Not remove. How do you AI a normal thing in Lightroom? Or can you only do that in Photoshop? So I hate the AI stuff on here until I need it. There's just AI remove, isn't it, in Lightroom? It's in Photoshop where you can generatively thingy it. It'll affect all that. I'm not doing it. Right. What I have done, Andrew, I haven't paid for it yet, but I got a Canva Pro account. I think it's 100 quid for the year, and I use Canva all the time. This is not going to look good. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to look good. Oh, that's because it wasn't because it was on the wrong setting, Andy. They did. They did. Exactly, Peter. I mean, I don't mind. I love the writing side. That still looks a bit sucky, actually. I mean, the writing side of it is great for somebody that's thick like me. I mean, you could just about get away with that, but do you want to? Because it's not actually like a distant wooded cliff or anything. It depends what you're using it for, Andrew. Are you writing a doctorate on something? Although I've seen like just this last couple of days, I've seen 2 YouTube video descriptions which were blatantly direct from ChatGPT. It is ridiculous because they've just put in like this video is about such and such. Give me a description, and it's just typical AI nonsense words. So it's so obvious. I don't know how many lines it was. I didn't expand the thing. No, it was just like. Nice. Yeah, complicated stuff like that, Jen. That's the strength of it. But the only like if it's like informational, you still have to check that it's actually right, because it will make up fake location, not like fake references, which could be just dangerous depending on what you're doing. But yeah, I mean they're getting better all the time. They're getting better all the damn time. Funny enough, Andrew, you can do that. If you write the prompt well enough, so you can tell it to like not use specific words, which AI is known to do. You can do that. I've seen people's like prompt recommendations where like I mean the prompt ends up being like this long. But if all you need to do is cut and paste it in and just change the subject a bit. But if you're telling it each time, don't do this, ChatGPT at least will remember. It'll listen to you. So, I haven't used the voice stuff on ChatGPT yet. That's still freaky to me. I don't do talking to machines. I don't do talking to people, to be honest. You might as well write them. Well, there's that, Andrew. There's that. But as you all know, I have not got a writer's brain, so I really struggle. I'm thinking about it. I still haven't done my 2024 write-up yet. I need to do that. Not going to be good. Anywho, it is 10 to 9, guys. I think we've got... Maybe that image to go onto Instagram. So we've got a few half time in the football. So yeah, you might see this on Instagram later. It's main things. Actually, I'll cancel that. You can just cancel it. That one. That one. What are you doing? Thing. What is going on with this? Didn't say zoom in. Will you please? What's going on with Lightroom at the moment? What's going on with Lightroom? Right, that one, and that one. Export. I did see that, Andrew. I did. Cough. Batch export. Got them exported. Fantastic. No, it's not doing it. Oh, my, how slow. I'm sure for some reason these hard drives are slow. They shouldn't be. You're all SSDs. But yeah, I did like it, Andrew. I did. Mm. Nice, Jen. See, that's what you've always got to check it. You've always got to check their work. Don't trust the computers. And don't trust the dickheads that make all these things. Musk, Zuckerberg, et al. Don't trust them. Right. So, yeah. Right, guys, thank you for being here this evening. Lovely to see you all. Glad to see so many of you here after New Year, after the Christmas break. Good to know that you're still coming to hang out with us. I should be here next Tuesday. Like I say, I am going to go to Edinburgh one day. So I'm hopefully... God knows, Andrew. God knows. So I should be here next Tuesday, but I am planning to go to Edinburgh one of the days next week and hopefully get some more pictures to play with then if the days are good. Otherwise, we'll be editing something old. I need to get out and photograph more. No worries, you too, Simon and Serge and Jen. No worries. Good to see you all. But yeah, I'll see you next week. You too, Aileen. Take care in that snow. Don't do what I do and fall over. But yeah, I will see you then. Well, have I got anything to remember? No, my brain is frazzled these days, so I have no clue what's going on. No worries, Anne. Good to see you again, Anne. Come back again. Come back again. Don't forget us. Don't forget us again. But no, have a good one, everybody. And we will see you next week. Till then. Forgotten what it's been so long I've forgotten what my catchphrase is. Till the next one. Keep it hard. See yous.